The Maine People Podcast, available everywhere. Click subscribe so you never miss an episode. Being a woman on TV, people are critical, probably more critical than they are of men, and nasty in emails, and have things to say that they wouldn't ever say to a person's face. And how is that?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
So it's 20 years, a lot of therapy. But in all seriousness, right? You rewind 20 years ago, we didn't have social media. And so we would get critical emails or just letters. And so, it took a lot for somebody to find your email address, email you, or to sit down and write a letter to insult you. And so it was a little less frequent. But, you put yourself out there. You must get this too on the radio. You are talking off the cuff, and sometimes you might say something that people don't like, even if you pronounce a word wrong. People sort of would jump on you for it. But it's the physical part of, when people get personal, that it gets especially hurtful. And a lot of women have sent mean things to me, which is really difficult to sort of wrap
Have
my
each
head
other's
around.
back. Have each other's back at least.
Yeah. And I have to say that, the woman that I work with here, we don't fall into the, squawk at each other or, tear each other down. And I think it's because we're all sort of aware of the people out there that are waiting to do exactly that. Now that we have social media, it became very easy for a while for people to feel absolutely fine with saying whatever they wouldn't say to your face. But,
Yeah, of course.
whether it's about a dress you're wearing or your hair being out of place or how you look in general that day. Listen, we all have bad days at work or days that we don't feel or look our best. And so that's really one of the hardest parts of the job, right? Picking yourself up when you're having a really bad day and putting your persona out there and trying to make the best of it. And so, as the years have gone on, you learn to block people and you learn to just not give them your time, right? If you don't engage, it gives them no power. And I learned a while ago too, this goes back to that therapy part, where so much of that has nothing to do with me or with you. It has to do with the person that is writing something. So a lot of self-work, you're not going to fix other people, but a lot of work on sort of how to process that stuff yourself.
Coming up May 19th on the Maine People Podcast, you wouldn't know what to wear if you didn't listen to what she has to say. Maine meteorologist Sarah Long is the next guest.